People, people, people. I cannot believe they crushed the price again. They're so dumb. In order to let it trade sideways, all they gotta do is fucking keep trading it sideways and don't let it go up or down. And then it won't bounce. But when they crash it, it has to fucking bounce. We've seen it 4 or 5 times already. People, it has to bounce. It's guaranteed to bounce. I wasn't wrong about the last bounce when I lost all my money. I missed the fucking $12 AMC by one fucking day. The trampoline's coming. If you guys want to get paid on it, you definitely should. If you don't, you're fucking retarded. If you got money to get paid on it and you're not getting paid on this next trampoline bounce, holy shit. Like, all we got to do is learn from the mistakes I made last time, and now you can perfect it. How do you learn from the mistakes I made last time? What were my mistakes? Does anybody remember my mistakes? By one day, so I had too close to expiration. I shouldn't have done 2 weeks. I should have done 1 month. Why the fuck did I do 2 weeks? When 1 month would have paid half as much profits, which is still a shit ton of fucking profits. So I should have done 1 month, not 2 weeks. That was my first mistake on the trampoline bounce. What was my next mistake? My next mistake on the trampoline bounce was too high of a strike, right? I bought in an AMC when it got to like $9.20 or some shit, expecting that it couldn't fucking fall below $9 like it didn't last time, and it fell all the way down to $8.30, right? So instead of doing the $11 and $12 strike, instead of doing 2 weeks, do 1 month and do the $9 and $10 strike, make 5 to 10x on your fucking money, and then go back in whatever else you're fucking doing. My people, this trampoline bounce is an easy fucking bounce. If you guys aren't playing the bounce, holy fuck. Holy fuck. Just more expiration and lower strike price and you're fucking golden. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Oh, man. Don't be stupid, people. Don't be scared money because you saw me lose some money. Fucking A, man. Fucking A. There's just nothing I can do. I'm trying to get my brother to let me trade his $25,000 that he's got in the $40 or 2023 $40 strikes. But if he doesn't, I'm not gonna be mad. Like, nobody owes me nothing. It'll be okay. I'll just go make $1 million in my paper trading account and be like, damn, wish you guys would have just given me $100,000 fucking one more time. Wish everyone wouldn't have lost the faith so quickly when I missed it by one motherfucking day. Holy moly. My people, come look at this. Did you guys see how I did it last time? So I'm going to go to E-Trade. It's probably going to make me log in again. Access forbidden. I don't believe you. Alrighty. So what we are looking at, we want to see when did AMC go from $9 and something to, let's just say, $10 and something, okay? And then we're going to see what the $10 strike profits. So we went from right here, April 20th to April 23rd, we'll say. Oh no, I think April 23rd is the first day that it's giving us the data. So let's do $10 to 11. Actually, there we go. We can do 29th to 30th, where it closed from 10:20. Oh no, that's not gonna work. So it'll have to be close of April 28th to the close of April 30th. That will work. Okay. So, and from there we went from 1080 to 980. So we want to look at the $10 strike and see what happened to the $10 strike profitability. $10 strike on the June expiration, June 4th expiration. We're going to go to the $10 strike, which is right here. We're going to pull up the chart for the option chain of this specific chart. And we said on the close, what did we say? Okay, we said the close of the 28th to the close of the 30th, basically. So the 28th is right here. So the low was $2, okay? And then on the 30th, which is right here, the low is $1.35. So from $10 to $11, the $10 strike would grow from basically $2 down from $1.30. So that's about a 50% ROI with a $1 swing on AMC. You can get 50% on your money when AMC swings $1. And that's doing 1 month to expiration, right? Why would everyone not just lock in on this 50% real quick? Everyone should capture 50% growth on a $10 strike for AMC June 4th expiration. If you want to wait 1 day and see if it drops to $8 like you did last time and buy the $9 strike instead, you'll get the same thing. You can hold the $9 strike until it goes all the way up to $10, and instead of getting 50%, you'll get 100% on your money. Like, there's lots of ways to play this, but yeah, that's easy money. So now let's go look at the GME. And we're going to look at the $175 strike on there for the June 4th. So the 175 strike, which is right here, we're going to look at the chart. Then I got to go find GME prices. GameStop stock price. GameStop historical. Alright. So now we're going to be looking for like a 155-ish to 175-ish. So if we look about right, April 21st. So we'll do April 21st and we'll do the close all the way to April 27th and the close. Oh no, we may not have the 21st. I don't think we have data till the 23rd. So we'll do the 23rd of 150 all the way to 177. And we'll calculate the profits between the 23rd and the 27th. That makes sense. So the 23rd, it was at $20. And then the end of the 27th, I mean, at least $30. At least $30. So it's at least a 50% ROI. From 150 to 175 on GameStop with 1 month to expiration, you're looking at least a 50% ROI. That's pretty strong. What up, B? What is up is that the AMC and GME stocks are going fucking nuts right now. And it looks like another trampoline bounce to me. And I just want everybody to make money if the trampoline bounces. From 155 to 175, you guys can make 50% on your money. And all you gotta do is bet on a month to expire. If you think GME will hit 175 in the next 30 days, you can make 50% of your money betting on it. Like, people gotta be making money on this next trampoline bounce. AMC, last time it dropped down to 832, so it might have another drop tomorrow. But when this thing bounces, it took 2 weeks to get all the way to 1220 from 830. If you bet on the $9 or $10 strike, you'll make 50% ROI with $1 bounce. With just $1 bounce in AMC, $9 to $10, $8 to $9, you'll make 50% to 100% ROI. With 1 month to expiration also. I'm telling you, people, easy, easy, easy money. So I got, in this paper trading account, an $8 put, a $12 call for the 1 month to expire, and then I got 175 strikes for the June to expire also. And then, in case it squeezes, I got 100 AMC January 2022 $40 calls. But this portfolio right here, I mean, if you want to move this strike to $9 or $10 instead, I understand why you would. But this portfolio right here, if you don't look something like this, it just doesn't feel like you're trying to make money. It just doesn't feel like you're trying to make money. And so you guys look at these puts, it's already made $1,000. I'm going to wait for AMC to crash one more time tomorrow. And then when it does, drop to like 875 or 850 or so, I'm going to cash this guy out for whatever profits it has. And this guy will have lost a lot of money, but now when AMC bounces back up, this guy gets all of his profits back. And basically, one thing that I haven't talked to you guys about my new strategy, plus the trampoline bounces, is that every time it hits a down or an up, I'm expecting it to go the other way, right? And so if it hits $12, I could bet that on the $10 puts, and as soon as it hits $10, cash those out. If it hits $8, I can bet on the $10 calls along with my $12 calls, and then cash out my $10 calls when it hits $10, and then still hold my $12 calls all the way until it hits $12. Does that make sense? So there's lots of ways to enhance and make this even more aggressive and more accelerated to where you're not just making every time it goes from $10 or $10 to $8 back to $10, you didn't just make 10%. Instead, now you made 20%. If you want to capitalize on that twice, this is how you do it. Oh man, where are my whales at? I need a couple whales to send me some money. I need a couple whales to send me some money so I can show people how it's done. I'm talking to a couple people I know. Let's see if I can convince them. Let's see if I can convince them. Down at the pawn shop. And down at the pawn shop. This is like AMC, UPS, all the way down to the moon. Great. Awesome. Wheezy Pillar thinks I'm the most logical, batshit crazy person on earth. How crazy is that? I don't know if that's a compliment, an insult, or both, but I'll take it. Love me or hate me, I'm not wrong. Oh, what a great thing to be able to say. Love me or hate me, I'm not wrong. I have been wrong. I can be wrong about something, but in the grand scheme of things, my fucking logic right on point. I fucking lost a shit ton of money because I was wrong about a lot of things, but I also made a shit ton of money because I was right about a lot of things. Everyone wants to say that bet was a lucky bet. It wasn't a lucky bet. I knew exactly what it was going to do, and I should have got paid way fucking more. They should have never halted the stock. Y'all motherfuckers lucky that I didn't fucking make $1 billion that day. This world would have been mine already. But nope, that's not the way I'm supposed to get my power. It's supposed to be different. It's supposed to be more meaningful than that. Because everyone else can just write that off as luck. When I win, the whole world got to know that there was no other way it could end. It's the only way this ends. When I win, they know that it's over. There's no point in fighting back. That's what happens when I win. And I don't know exactly what that means. And I don't know when I win. I don't know how I win. I just know that I win. I got an echo. Let's try this. Remove. Okay. Add. Add source. Add source. Default speaker. Done. Is that better? Do I still have an echo? Is the echo gone? Echo! 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 Timber Therm Innovation says, haven't got to watch the whole show. Are $175 calls for GME better than the ones on either side of them? Newer to options, but I'm willing to gamble on it. Timber Therm Innovations. My opinion on the GME 175 and AMC $9 or $10 strikes is simply this. 2 weeks ago, I lost a crap ton of money on April 23rd betting on a trampoline bounce on $11 and $12 strikes for AMC after AMC hit a bottom of $8.30. I made my bet when AMC hit $9. On April 25th, AMC hit $12.20, so I missed it by 1 day. GME, I bet on 250, and it never made it above like 185. GME hit 132, and I bet when it hit like 145. Since the 132 bounce on GME, DFV has doubled down with that 100,000 contracts or 100,000 shares. And so I believe that at least there was some more buying than selling in that time, and that the $132 bottom number is higher than that. I don't know if that means 135, 140, or 150. But basically, I feel good about my bottom number on GME being 150. Sell one every time one hits, and then I'm going to buy one every time it goes back to the mean after I sold for the profits. And basically, the whole time, I still have 50% of the rest of my account in either stocks and or deep out of the money high theta options. And so if it ever squeezes, I still make a fortune. But if it doesn't squeeze and the hedgies keep playing this game, you start making 10, 20, 30% every single 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. And there's nothing they can do to stop you. And so if they're going to keep playing these games, you guys need to start making money. And if you guys start making money while they're playing the games, I think it will force them to let it squeeze because they're tired of retail making money. The only thing that they hate is retail making money. And so if I can show you guys how to start making money on these trampoline bounces without just trying to make a fortune all in 1 second, but rather just try to make your 50% every single bounce, I think it's going to crush the hedgies, and they are going to be scared. So that is why I am sharing this information, even though, like, normally I would not, like, normally I would only share this information if I was deep invested in myself, because, like, I don't want you guys losing money unless I lose money, but, like, I ain't got the money to lose right now, so I'm going to share the information anyways, and I hope some people make some money off of it, and I hope they do it again and again and again and again. MBIS is actually starting to run, guys. Up 17%, was up 4% earlier, was down 4% at the open, but it's still way down since Monday. It fell 25% Monday morning, so we'll see what it does tomorrow. I feel like it'll crash tomorrow. I feel like GME and AMC will either rise tomorrow or the next day. And I think everything else is going to have a bad week. It's looking like a bad week for everything else this week. It's not normal to see the NASDAQ down over 2% and see GME red. I think GME is expected to go green any minute, or if not any day. I don't normally see NASDAQ red deep like that and GME red also. Does everyone understand? Everyone know how to make money now? You're very welcome, Timber Therm Innovations. You are very welcome. The channel will grow. There's just been a lot of turmoil that's caused a lot of people to not like what I was doing. And also, in the beginning, I was intentionally pretty assholish, just because I did not want average passerbys coming in, picking up information, gambling, and then trying to say they lost money because of me. I'd rather call them a bitch and them not subscribe to my channel than them lose money with me and then get mad at me. I really only felt comfortable with people that were learning my information, losing money with me, because, like, I know that the information that I'm teaching is worth more than any dollar you guys got in your bank account right now. And so if you actually learned what I've been teaching over the last 2 months, I really don't, I'm upset that we've all lost money. I really thought we were all going to make money. But if one of you guys tried to guilt trip me and make me feel bad because you lost money, you're going to have a rude day when you have that conversation with me. You are not going to like the words that come out of my mouth when you try to guilt trip me. Oh, man. I know I'm the good guy here, and there's no one that's convincing me otherwise. I know I'm the good guy. All the retard atheists will, whenever I tell people I'm Jesus for the last 5-10 years, they'll be like, how do you know you're not Lucifer? How do you know that you're the good guy and that we're not the good guys? How do you know? Look at you, retard. I know. Trust me. It's obvious who walks with God and who does not. I think that's all I had, guys. If there's no more questions, then I might just come back, like, for the power hour or something. Any questions? What is Aleppo? Frederick Newman says, don't sweat it, God, Bill. Your time is coming, brother. Never surrender. Never give up, bro. Thank you, Frederick. Thank you. I can feel my time is coming as well. I don't know how that works out, but I know it's coming. What up, Ollie Rock? There's never been a better day to make some money. It looks like today, like tomorrow, might be one more red day, guys. I could see tomorrow being one more red day. If we have any more red after that, I think it'll be sideways red. I don't think it'll actually be red like it is today. So what I mean by that is if GME drops to 150 tomorrow, AMC drops to 850 tomorrow, I don't think it'll ever drop again past that, and I think it'll just trade sideways for a day or two before it finally starts coming back up. And those $9 and $10 strikes on AMC and the $175 strike on GME are going to print 50% tendies on June 4th. If you are able to bet on a day closer to expiration, it'll be more than 50%. But I don't want to offer any such advice because that's dangerous. I got rocked the last time I tried doing something like that. I thought 2 weeks was plenty of time for a trampoline bounce, and I missed it by a fucking day. Shelby does gaming. I don't really care if people talk about other stocks or memes anymore or crypto. I'm never gonna tell people to invest in it. You guys can like say something as long as you're not spamming my chat. You won't get banned from my chat. I'm just never personally gonna care much about what you got to say if it's about crypto or anything GME or AMC. So please don't be posting links for me to go read. Don't be posting DD or research for me to go read about Dogecoin or Bitcoin or anything else. But if you have an opinion, if you want to tell other people about stuff, I got no problems with that anymore. Go ahead and do your thing. I don't know why my YouTube is glitching. It looks like I'm having some streaming issues, but I'm getting off anyways, so it doesn't matter. Timber the Innovation says, do believe the market correction today is strictly due to hedge funds owning majority of positions on stocks, or do you believe the government is involved in manipulation? Thanks. Shelby Does Gaming says, do you think some of the Reddit forums are for the time being might be looking at Doge until maybe Saturday? I don't, people. Guys, like, you guys are literally in the middle of another trampoline bounce on GME and AMC right now. So I don't know how you guys are interested in other things. Like, Dogecoin already had its big pop. If you think it's going to pop again, like, congrats to your balls. But my balls would not be that diamondy on Doge. Anything Elon Musk supports, I do not. It's as simple as that, cut and dry. I'm convinced he is more Democrat than Republican, even though his Joe Rogan episodes would lead you to believe otherwise. I think he tells you with the truth, but I think he likes the power and he likes the elitehood. And I think that whole idea of him becoming the richest man on earth and him saying back to work tomorrow was all kind of a fucking joke. And I don't think he loves that he thinks he's one of the richest men on earth. And I think he gets off on it, and I think he's actually kind of a douchebag, and I don't think he's ever done anything real to help this world or anyone in it. And so, fuck Elon Musk and anyone that likes him. What up, Count Crypto? What up, Count Crypto? Guys, I was thinking about just coming back for the power hour, but I really don't know what I'd go do right now. I'd just go chill somewhere and like listen to music. It is kind of annoying, the whole monetization thing of this and not listening to music. Like, I can do the pretzel music and stuff, but it just doesn't have the same effect as my favorite music. I'm trying to meet up with an old buddy and see if I can get him to invest some money into this. EOB says he did build a rocket to send us to Mars in case Earth gets blown up. EOB, you actually believe that, bro? Anyone actually believe we've been to Mars? Holy fuck. That blows my mind you guys actually believe that. I don't even believe we've been to the moon yet. And you guys believe we've been to Mars. Holy shit. SpaceX got nothing to do with Tesla. For anyone that's invested in Tesla and says Tesla's not going to zero. Those are two different companies, people. Valued completely separately. Holy shit, you guys think we're on Mars right now. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Have you guys ever listened to NASA? Have you guys ever listened to the astronauts that supposedly went to the moon in 1969? Like, I mean, I'm a little skeptical of 9/11 and whether or not it was an inside job. But the moon landing, I'm not even skeptical about it. I basically gauge whether somebody's a Democrat and retarded or not, whether they believe in the moon landing or not. Oh my goodness. Oh man. I'm sorry. We gotta see some Owen Benjamin right now. Some NASA Owen Benjamin stuff. Oh man, this stuff makes me laugh. This is all real, people. What I'm showing you is not a spoof. This is real live quotes from people that get paid at NASA.
Whilst
from
Mark
space,
Cameron. This is from Mark Cameron.
Whilst in space, have you ever looked away from Earth into the black void?
Yeah.
All
because
the
you
time.
can see, because you can see the stars.
Oh yeah.
You know, and pretty much all the time you can see the stars.
Yeah. It's not a black void. I mean, it's black, but there's all kinds of little polka dots.
There's all the stars there. And the cool thing is about it, you can see it during the day.
Yeah, you can, and there's more than stars. You can see planets. You can see moons.
You see the gas Magellan clouds of the Milky
you
Way
see
galaxy.
the Magellanic Clouds.
Magellanic. See, I just wanted the Magellan
there's a large
clouds.
one
I didn't
and a
want
small one, right?
Yeah.
And then you can see the zodiacal light.
Whoa.
Alright, let's keep going. It gets better. It gets way better than that. That was just one part.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
The Apollo computer had 32K of fixed memory and 2K of erasable.
Buzz Aldrin, baby!
That was it. No screen, no sound, no icons, no nothing. And the keyboard just had, it had 0 through 10, read, clear, and enter. No graphics, no screen, no. On its best days, it couldn't get to 1 megahertz. So it was slow and weak, but it got us there.
I haven't seen anything that indicates the telemetry data is even in existence, and as I said, even if we had it, we don't have the machines to play it back.
Right, we've been unable to track it down. I mean, we don't know where this telemetry data ended up, and we don't know what path it may have taken. So, unfortunately, I'm afraid I can't really give you much of a clue as to where this data ended up and whether it still exists or not.
NASA admitted that it had lost the original footage of man's first steps on the moon.
The most heralded, most famous accomplishment of mankind, of humans, the landing on the moon. NASA lost everything. They're claiming there's nothing in their archives, nothing in storage, nothing in a cardboard box someplace.
But they still get 10 billion a year, probably 100 billion actually. I haven't been keeping up.
That has anything to do with the Apollo missions. It's all gone.
Oh man. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. We went to the moon. You guys right. I'm retarded. Holy shit, I'm the retard, aren't I? Come on, there's gotta be more. Where is... I feel like there's a little bit more. That might be all we have right now. A lot of his content got deleted off of YouTube. But, oh man, people... All right, guys. I got a brain buster for you, okay? a brain buster for you that I have not had somebody that considered themselves intelligent be able to answer, okay? Like, you know how, like, people say, well, why, like, the Earth is flat, because if the ship is 200 miles out and I look through a telescope, I can still see the ship, so the Earth must be flat, right? Okay, well, if you heard that argument, the reason they say the reason you can still see the ship and then, like, you can see with the curve is because supposedly gravity curves the telescope or something weird like that. It's called refraction or something. I don't know the exact details, but somebody tried to explain it to me and I got bored and I said, okay, you're right about that. I'm wrong about that. But how about this brain buster? And I have not had this brain buster answered yet. I had not had this brain buster answered. And this brain buster is simple. I was raised in 2nd or 3rd grade to believe that the reflections that I see on the moon was the sun's reflection and that it was a phase of where the Earth and the sun are passing at the same time and you can only see a glimpse or a piece of the moon, and then sometimes the Earth is not blocking it at all and you get to a full moon and you go through this calendar phase of going through crescent moons to half moons to full moons, right? Does everyone remember learning that in school? I'm not crazy to say that, right? That's exactly how I remember it. The reason we see the full moon is because the Earth is no longer blocking the ability for the sun to shine fully on the moon. So that's why we get to see the entire moon. Anybody want to agree with me real quick before I explain the brain buster? Anybody want to agree with me? Nobody agrees with that. Nobody remembers that in class. Am I the only? Did I make that up in my head? Was that not a real class that I had? Nobody else remembers learning about the moon phases and about the sun and the earth? Anybody? Why is my chat so quiet? Okay, Fut Around says, sure, I remember. Well then, Fut Around, since you're the only one in my chat right now, if I can see the moon and I can see the sun at the same mother effing time, which happens once a month at least, then I should have a full moon every motherfucking time. Because the moon is a motherfucking sphere. And so if the only time the moon is not full is because the Earth is blocking the rays of the sun, so it only eliminates parts of the moon, well then the time that I can see both, there is no way the Earth is blocking the sun rays, so why the fuck do I still only see a crescent moon? Why the fuck do I still only see a crescent moon? Somebody tell me. I call bullshit on everybody. I call bullshit on science. I call bullshit on all y'all. Ain't nobody knows shit about space. Dober Mamba says that's not what they learned in their science class. Interesting. I definitely learned that the phases of the moon cycles was due to the sun and earth blocking the shade, like creating the shade on the moon. Maybe I made that up or I confused what I learned, but that's what I always remembered learning. I don't understand how I can see the sun and the moon at the same time and not see. No. Lunar eclipses are different than... What causes the cycles of moon phases? So the basic explanation is that the lunar phases are created by changing angles, relative positions of the Earth, the moon, and the sun. As the moon orbits the Earth, the Babylons developed a calendar based on the moon and sun cycles. I swear to God, that's exactly what I just said. I don't know what Mamba's talking about. Ashley Kichi, we understand that the moon doesn't reflect any light and that the light is coming from the sun. But the point is, if I can see the sun and the moon at the same time and the moon is a sphere, I should be able to see a full moon every single time that I see the sun and the moon at the same time. And that is not how it works. Jason 1 agrees with me. We have just proven that there is no moon landing. Dobermamba says, Godpill, you know we only see one side of the moon. I hear that, but again, I don't know anything. All I'm getting at is that I don't believe the people that are telling me shit. I don't know the truth. I'm not claiming to know the truth. I just know that I'm being lied to almost everywhere I look. That's all I know. And so until I get answers myself, I just choose to ignore the situation. I usually just don't even think about it. I usually only focus on things that I can solve myself. If I don't feel like I have the power to finish the problem, I forget about the problem. I go focus on something I can work. I can be a solution for. I mean, Dobermamba, everyone has definitely heard what you're talking about. Like, I watch Transformers. I listen to them explain the dark side of the moon. I get what you're saying. I just, like, again, until I see the facts myself, until I'm in space and I'm calculating the speed of both the Earth and the moon spinning at the same time, until I see from outside the box that they are both spheres and all the other stuff, I just choose to ignore the conversation and assume that everybody's wrong and nobody knows what's happening. Branson and Elon want to help get you there so you can check it out. Bro, they're already saying they are there. They're lying to me. They're taking your money to tell you they want to get you there. They're not trying to get you there. They blow up their rocket after they fucking land it because it's all a big fucking green screen joke. Think about it, bro. Until Godpill builds the rocket, don't trust the rocket. I would never go in somebody's rocket that is not Godpill's rocket. Holy shit. If Godpill is not on the rocket, do not trust the rocket, because I want to go to the moon more than anybody. And so trust me, if the math is sound, I will be on the motherfucking rocket and I will be on the motherfucking moon. But I'm going to send something, like I'm going to send us practice one there first. Like I'm going to rocket ship up and I'm going to learn how to record the fucking takeoff to where when we watch a takeoff go in Florida, you can actually fucking see it. And they don't got to cut the screen for 30 seconds and then show us the fucking rocket ship. I fucking hate that shit. How they haven't figured out a way to fucking record a real fucking rocket ship takeoff yet is retarded, people. Like your guys' standards or expectations for the elite that spend all your fucking tax money is a joke. It's all a joke. Jordan Shep says, I can easily explain to what you are confused about. I'm assuming he's talking about the moon. Jordan Shep would like to call in. I will give you a chance to call in. Don't get all crazy, though. Don't act like this is your channel and that you're the smartest person on earth, because it'll piss me off. But feel free to call in. Shelby Does Gaming says, well, I'm recording GME right now. I'm not sure what that means. What do you mean you're recording GME? Oh, you're recording GME take off in a rocket ship. I get it. That's funny. Godpill, how can I help you?
Ain't nobody gonna give your dumb ass any money.
Hey, shut up, retard. I get more money than you every day. Are you retarded? Are you a fucking joke? Are you a pussy-ass bitch, punk? You fucking pussy? Let's go. Fight me, bitch. Fight me. Don't fucking talk shit. Fight me. Godpill, how can I help you?
Hey, I heard you talking about the moon. I kind of just want to clear some things up about that.
For sure, man. Tell me what I'm missing.
Explain to me why you think you should be able to see the full moon.
Because
and then I'll tell you why.
I'm told the reason I see a full moon at nighttime is because the Earth is not blocking the reflection of the sun, and so the sun is fully exposed on the moon, showing the full moon. So if during the daytime I can see the sun and the moon perfectly at the same time, then I know the Earth is not blocking it, and so I should be able to see some form of a circle because every side of the moon is a sphere.
Okay, I think that that's not actually why you can't see the full moon. So if you think of the sun as stationary and us rotating around the sun and then the moon rotating around us, you're only going to see the sun shining one side. You can still see the full moon, but you can only see the light coming from one side. It's not because the Earth is blocking the light.
So you're suggesting that when I'm seeing the sun during the daytime, that the moon is in between the sun and the Earth, and that I'm seeing the backside of the moon, basically, in that sense, and so it's not fully lit up because the backside of it's what's actually lit up.
No, more what I'm saying is, like if the sun was shining towards us and the moon was beside us, if we were looking at the moon, you could see half of it lit up from the sun and then half of it dark.
So if I'm looking at it and it's full there, then I'd have to be over here to see the full side of it, but I'd only be able... That pans out. I think I can see that logically. I appreciate the phone call.
Yeah, that's just more what it seems like...
I got no reason to deny the planetary system. I don't think there's anything wrong with the logic behind gravity and the solar system and all that good stuff, right? Like, I don't believe the Earth is the center of the universe or anything like that. But... I got major questions on did we ever land on the moon and all that other garbage for sure. for sure. But I do appreciate you.
I also do not believe that we landed on the moon. Just that particular part that you were talking about kind of had me confused because, like I said, we already figured it out. But yeah, I
The
agree.
way that
We
you
probably
just
didn't land
explained it,
on the
I'll
moon.
never even use that argument again because the way you just explained it makes perfect sense. And like you just, as far as I'm concerned, you just debunked my little gotcha moment. So I appreciate the call.
No problem. I enjoy the streams, Marcus.
Thanks, brother.
All right, see you.
Bye. That's cool. That makes sense. All right, people. We got 62 apes in the chat. We got 2 hours till closing. Godpill, how can I help you?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello there, child.
Hello.
So, you the one who stole for the collection plate at church on Sunday?
Oh, come on. I'm Jesus. Jesus can't steal his own money.
Well, you left your phone number in the plate on a...
It's definitely a robot. No, if you guys are all into Christianity, you should focus on the God pill and no one else. Everyone else is a scam but God pill. That's a fact. Anyone making money off God or Jesus is not a worshiper of Christ, I promise you. Because if they were, they'd be solving problems. They wouldn't be collecting money to help the poor. That's not what God would do. That is not what God would do. God would finish the problems. He would not prolong the problems. You don't fix somebody by freaking giving them $100,000. You got to teach them how to fish. You don't give them 100,000 fish. I got no idea when Rule 800 will go into effect, and quite honestly, I don't know what Rule 800 is. I will never watch the SEC or any government entities for information as to when anything is going to happen, because I know that they're all working together to screw us, and so if they got something that can help us, they will do it at the last possible second they have to. The only thing that I think is... The only thing I'm interested in waiting for, like my long-term catalyst for all of us to get paid eventually, is inflation. Inflation is the one thing that I am waiting for. Gas go up 100 to 200%, as well as food. That is when I think is the end game no matter what. They can't hold off, and they can't delay the inevitable after inflation. Inflation's when it's too late. And so I think we'll actually get paid before we see inflation, but like the day before, right? Like we're going to get paid, and then the next day gas goes up 200%. That's kind of how I feel like it's going to happen. Whether it happens a week from now or 2 months from now or whenever, I got no idea. Yeah, no, inflation's going to hurt a lot of people. The only people that are going to be safe from inflation is diamond handlers for sure. I think inflation is going to be a bad day for a lot of people. There's 7.5 billion people on this earth. 7 billion people are going to be struggling when inflation hits. Yeah, it's going to be bad. Very, very bad. Alright guys, I'm going to go over real quick how to make money during this trampoline bounce. I am predicting another trampoline bounce, the same one that I predicted where I lost all my money. I am predicting that again. So what does that mean, and what can you do to make sure that you don't get fucked like I got fucked last time? How can you learn from my mistakes? How can you learn from my mistakes is the question. What did I do? What were my mistakes? If we remember correctly, what were my mistakes? Remember, if AMC had hit $11 or potentially $12 before my expirations, I would have made every single dollar I put into AMC options on April 23rd. So I put in like $20,000 on the $17 strike, and then like another $25,000 on the other strikes. And had it got to $12 and I just cashed out the $11 and $12 strike, I would have got all the money back I put into AMC, and potentially even some profits. And especially had we bought stock and potentially got to the next strikes, because I had a ladder of strikes I was trying to hit, we could have made a lot of money. But with that, what did I do wrong? So I bet I bet 2 weeks from the bottom of the trampoline. When it hit 920, I thought it was the bottom of the trampoline, and that's when I bet for 2 weeks of theta. For the next 3-4 days, it dropped all the way to 830. And so basically, I lost a week of theta. So rather than betting 2 weeks, I should have bet 3 weeks. But rather than betting 3 weeks and even having that close of a call, you should be a smarter person and bet 4 weeks, right? So do a month of whatever theta you are from today, from whenever you think the trampoline is going to bounce. I personally think AMC will have one more red day tomorrow before the bounce. I think GME might bounce tomorrow, but I could also see GME having a sideways day or a small red day tomorrow as well. But I think AMC might drop 5, 8, 6, 7, 9% tomorrow. Just because its last low was 830, and I think it might be like 850 now. So that is what I think about AMC and GME. Once you think you see the bounce, bet on 1 month and bet on $1 to $2 out of the money. So, for example, if you think it's going to bounce at 832 and it drops to 832 and that's when you make your bet, bet on the $9 or the $10 strike. Don't bet. I bet on the $11 and $12 strike. Don't do that. I would have hit way early had I just bet on the $10 strike like a normal person. And if I would have bet all the money on the $10 strike, I would have been up a huge fucking profit too. So this is your guys' chance to learn from my mistake, make big fucking profits every time they bounce off a fucking trampoline, and then once we bounce off the trampoline, cash out at the mean, and then set up that strategy that I've taught you guys right here. We're basically 1 month to expiration. We're going to buy an $8 put. We're going to buy a $12 strike, a call, and basically when it's in the middle, if it hits $8, I cash these out for a profit. I let it come back to $10, and then I buy the $8 puts again because my $12 got their profit back. And so basically, whatever the $8 profited, the $12 loss, but then I cash out the $8, and then when it comes back to $10, my $12 gets the profit back. So now whatever that first cash out and loss was, I now made as a profit, and now I can come back in and buy the $8 put again. If you want to protect yourself from a AMC going to zero and making money, then before you sell out the $8 for profit, you just go buy like a $3 put, and they're only like 3 pennies a piece or something, like a really small amount, and then you buy a bunch of them until that trampoline goes off. Every time it hits a bottom, if you want to amplify your profits, if I cash out my $8 puts for a profit and I know it's going to bounce off a trampoline, or I feel like it's going to, then I can buy a $10 call with my $12 calls. When it gets to $10, cash out my $10 calls, upload my $8 puts, and then wait for the next $8 or $12 hit. And every time it bounces to one side or the other, you're always making profits, cashing out the profits, waiting for it to come back to the mean. And then, I'm choosing the mean as $10 for AMC. You could choose $9. You could choose $1 spread. So you could choose $9 and wait for $8 and $10 to be your bounces. Whatever works for you. I'm choosing $10 and $8 and $12 to be my bounces. But if it drops to $8.50, I might cash out my puts. I don't necessarily need to see $8. I just need to see profits, right? So if we go to positions, so right now everything's in a loss right now, but that's only because the price is just hovering. If we see a massive direction one way or the other, we will see profits in one side or the other. It doesn't matter if the hedgies inverse what I'm doing now, Ashley. They can't inverse me. The rest of the world is betting too much money on the $11, $12, $13, $14 strikes, the $200, the $250, the $300 strikes on GME. They're all betting so much money. Even if they are trying to reverse me, they can't stop it. Like, I'm the only one that will get paid because I'm the only one playing their game with them now. And I'm sure there's other people playing these games as well. But what I'm getting at is, until everybody starts doing this, until we're making more money doing this than they're making, then they start to lose money, because the market makers are the ones losing the money when they fill our orders and we start making money on our orders. The market makers will be the ones to lose money. And so once we start making money, they got to let something happen. But the only thing that they can let happen is to let the squeeze happen, because if they let it go up, the people that are betting the crazy stuff will make a lot more money than we will. And if they can't go down because of the trampoline bounce. And so we're basically trapping them in a corner where the only thing they're going to be left to do is squeeze and just pay everybody off. And just no more, the only thing that gets hedgies and the Fed and the government mad is when retail's making money. And I'm showing you guys how to fucking make money. GME's at 160. Is that what you guys saying? Yep. GME trying to go back green. I like it. I'm telling you guys, I don't think GME can go much lower. Maybe 150. Maybe, but that's the lowest. DFE doubled down, and the lowest it hit before his double down was 132, and he doubled down at 150. Reddit is not down for me. Oh, Reddit is down for us. Reddit is down, people. Reddit is down. Reddit is down. I hope you guys make a fucking ton of money. June 4th expiration, $175 GME strike. It will print, people. You can sue me if it doesn't. I promise you it will print. $175 strike. Cash out as soon as it hits 175. Whatever it is. 20% profit, 50% profit, 100% profit. I don't fucking care. Put some money on it, people. Make that money. Make that fucking money. Learn from my mistake on the last trampoline bounce. It's easy fucking money. It's easy fucking money, people. I like the AMC $9 strike and $10 strike as well for June 4th. But I also think AMC could go red tomorrow. I think AMC could drop to 850 tomorrow and then bounce. But either way, the bounce would still happen and your number would still hit. So even if you bought in today and you just had too much fear, FOMO, like even if you lose a little money tomorrow, it'll come right back when the trampoline bounces. Reddit's working for Jason Ross, which is weird. It shouldn't be not working for me and some other random stranger, but working for somebody else. That's very, very weird. It's still not working for me. That is very weird. I don't know. That is so weird. I don't know how Jason Ross has Super Reddit, but none of us have Super Reddit. Oh, Ashley's Reddit is working too. Keith America says their Reddit's working too. Nah, AMC will not touch $7. AMC will not touch $7. AMC's trampoline was $9 in the past. It only dropped to $8.32 because of me. I think I'm the reason it dropped to $8.32. The week that I pushed the hardest to get people to sell stocks and buy options, and we were seeing all the crazy volume happening, is the same week that the trampoline bounce hit and it dropped from $9 to $8.32. So I think I caused a 70-cent lower trampoline bounce because of how many people sold stocks for options. But I think after I lost all my money, people stopped doing that, and if anything, went back to stocks. And so I think that the trampoline could have gone back up to $9 or maybe $8.50 or maybe $8.75. But there is no fucking way AMC's touching $7. Zero chance AMC's touching $7, people. Unless everything goes to zero from like a super inflation crash or something. But the trampoline is not $7 for AMC. If you wait for $7 for AMC, you will never get on board. You will never get on board on AMC if you wait for $7. I promise. I promise. Ooh, I shouldn't have promised that. Dang, I might be a liar. I might have to die now. I'm probably going to get struck by lightning now. I did not take into consideration the 50 million shares of dilution. Even though the 50 million shares is only 10%. I have no idea. Like, I don't think all 50 million shares have been released on the market yet. But I truly, truly, truly have no idea what effect that could have on the AMC stock price. I would like to believe that it still couldn't hurt us that much, and that they won't dilute it all. Like, I heard a lot of people saying they won't use them all until 2023, but I also heard that they are diluting them all, and if they do dilute them all, I got no idea what it'll do to the price. So it could hit $7. Actually could be right if dilution takes into effect, but even with the dilution, I think $7 would be the bare minimum it could go to. Reddit is down for real, people. Reddit is down for real. Like, some people's Reddits are working, but most people's are not, and many people are getting crashes. So everyone should keep trying to reload it and keep the crash going as long as possible, just to keep everyone freaking out for as long as possible. The longer they're freaking out, the better it does for GameStop, probably. Keith America says Reddit works, but Super Stonk is down. The whole Reddit is down for me. You guys are seeing my computer right now. It is definitely down. Very good, guys. We were at 24 likes, my favorite number. The haters seem to have left. So don't like the video. Let's keep it at 24. I like it. Just kidding, guys. We still got haters. We went to 27 likes instantly. We still got haters. Oh, I love it. 29 likes. We still got haters, people. We're at 29 likes. We still got haters. 31 likes. We still got haters. 33 likes. The hate is real. The hate is strong. It just went down to 32. Now that they know I'm happy about the likes, they're taking the likes back. And they're like, no, you can't have my likes. Even though you have the best information ever, even though I make money listening to you, I will not like your video. I will never like your video. Oh, man. We're up to 37 likes. I appreciate you people. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Let's go Reddit. Man, I was going to take a break. Well, I am going to go walk my dog probably right before the power hour starts. But I was planning on taking a big old long hour break and then coming back for the power hour. But then you guys got me stuck talking. And now we got 80 people in the chat. So how could I leave? How could I leave? Oh, man. Does anyone have any questions on how to play this trampoline? Does anyone have any questions on how to play the trampoline? The Trek 600 ESP says, I wish I could sit down and have a blunt with you, Godpill, but I live in Norway. I want to have a vacation in Norway someday. The Treks. I will come to you someday. Ashley wants to come over and walk my dog too. My dog is definitely better than me. He's the coolest dog on earth. I love Jack Russells. My favorite stat about a Jack Russell is that they're faster than a bear. They're the only small breed of a dog that's like super fast. They're the 4th fastest breed of dogs, and they're the only small breed on the list of top 10. Jack Russells are fucking gangster. So when I take my dog camping, if a bear happens to corner him, I got money on my dog to get away. I got money on the dog to get away. Guys, with the trampoline bounce on AMC, with the dilution, it probably is smart to see how low the price can go this time. Like I said, I already expect tomorrow to still be red because we've already gone lower than this trampoline bounce anyways. But with Ashley's mention about, or she didn't even mention the dilution, but Ashley's comment making me think about the dilution, I didn't realize that we could potentially have a lower trampoline this time. It could be lower than 832, honestly. And so if it drops to 750 or something, you may be looking at the $8 or the $9 strikes instead of the $9 or the $10 strikes. I got no idea what to expect with the dilution, so hopefully one of you guys, hopefully somebody else can find some good DD on that, because I really don't know. Do I think Adam Aaron is the genius people are saying he is by scrapping the dilution, changing meeting dates, etc.? Do you think this is strategic or just reactionary? I think he is hurting us every chance he gets. I do not think Adam Aaron has ever done anything to help the diamond-handed movement. I think he's only tried to hurt us, and I would never trust a suit. Good OK says, what up, Godpill? All good things, brother. Ashley says, when it drops around 7-ish, I'm going to get in. Ashley says, I don't trust Adam Aaron. I don't trust him, but I do trust the Diamond Handers. The Diamond Handers won the no dilution vote, and that tells me AMC is the real deal. AMC is the real deal. If, like, when we vote no on dilution and we win that vote, we prove to the whole world that the retail owns AMC. Like, if anyone's got any good things that we should put on next year's proposal, start sending me questions that we should put on next year's proposal, and we can create a petition behind it and start getting the AMC movement to start signing petitions to put on the next AMC proposal board meeting. But the thing that they posted in the SEC last time already said that there'll be no new amendments until next year's thing unless the board chooses a new amendment. So basically, stockholders can only propose amendments for the next year vote, but we can't propose anything for this vote, and we can't propose an emergency vote either. But we can propose some votes for the next year's vote. And so if you guys got some good ideas of whether it's a new CEO or whether it's a new rule that goes into effect or whether it's a recall on the stock, like any of those types of things, we could create a whole movement around it if you guys wanted to. I just don't know exactly what we want to put on. Like, I don't know what we want to vote for. But we clearly proved that we can win whatever vote we want to win. That's what I feel like we proved, at least. Ivan Crypto thinks that the AMC dilution is the reason we've been seeing the stock fall already, and that we are seeing a trampoline bounce. I like that idea. That makes me happy. So what that would mean, because we did see when GME didn't have much volume on the trampoline bounce, AMC actually did have some volume. And so, like, there was a couple 40 million days of volume. And so if there's some good volume in AMC that hasn't sold yet, then that would raise the trampoline. Even if the dilution is going to bring that trampoline down, if you counteract it with volume, then the trampoline could stay at that $8.50 to the $9 mark. And so tomorrow could be one more red day, and then we could see a trampoline bounce on AMC too. But I think we may already be seeing the trampoline bounce for GME. I think we may already be seeing, or may already be ready and primed for the GME trampoline bounce. So if you guys don't know how to make money on this situation, I'm going to teach you guys right now how to make money from now on. Okay, so I'm only going to show you AMC. It works the same for GME. My GME numbers would be 150 is the bottom, 175 is the mean, and 200 is the high. And so basically, once this 175 on GME hits, I'll cash this out for a profit, and then I'll be buying $200 calls and $150 puts, and then I will be basically playing like I'm playing AMC right now. And basically, what I'm doing with AMC right now is I'm doing $8 puts, and then I'm doing $12 calls, and then I'm doing January 2022 $40 calls. So if at any time it squeezes, my $40 calls makes way more, and these two are going to basically cancel each other out, but my $40 calls make a fortune. So what these do to each other doesn't really matter. But then what I'm doing with these two is, like, now that I'm protected from the squeeze on AMC with these $40 calls, what I'm doing with these two is every time $8 hits or close to, and every time $12 hits or close to, I cash it out for a profit. I wait for the stock price to go back to the middle, and then when it does, I buy back in. And if I want to, like, let's say it hits $12 and I make 30% of my money, I'm going to cash out my $12 strikes, and then I'm going to buy a $10 put with my $8 puts. When it hits $10, I'm going to cash out my $10 puts, and then I'm going to buy $12 calls again, and now it's at $10. If it hits $8 puts, I'm going to go buy some weekly $3 strikes on AMC that cost like a penny a contract. And then I'm going to wait for AMC to come back to $10, or I'm going to buy a $10 call, and then I'm going to wait for it to come back to $10. I'm going to close my $10 call, and then I'm going to buy my $8 put again, and then wait for the $8 or the $12 to hit again. And every time that they just play this fucking game with us, a trampoline bounce, you guys are going to make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% every single week or month or whatever, however many times they do it. And then all the while, if it ever squeezes, you're prepared to make a fortune on the squeeze. All the while, I'm going to be doing the same thing with GME, but the only reason I'm not doing it all on GME right now is because I expect the price to only go up from here. And so I want to just do the 175, and then I'm going to get in all the other positions after it hits the 175 the first time in GME. Alrighty. Looks like we got a hater in the chat crying about 2 weeks ago when we lost money on April 23rd. That's a hater for sure. If you can't learn from your mistakes, you shouldn't be in the stock market. I don't like anything the AMC suits do. Them moving back the meeting tells me that they're only trying to plan more fuckery. So I don't like it personally. Not at all. Not one bit. I do not like it. I wish that the meeting would just come and go, and that we could focus on next year's meeting and just put it behind us, and everyone focus on the future. But it does not seem like that's what they want to do. Shay, I did not have a meltdown. You're a bitch-ass pussy. Shut the fuck up and get out of my channel, you little cunt. I did not have a meltdown. Anyone that thinks I have a meltdown is mentally retarded. People kill themselves for the amount of money that I've lost, and I'm fucking gravy. I went and boxed people to fucking cool my nerves. That's what a man does, you all pussies. Fucking Shay, what a bitch. Coming in here talking about April 23rd when I missed it by 1 day. Saying I had a meltdown. Bullshit. And if they're talking about the Trey thing, that had nothing to do with me losing money. I'm still suing Trey, retards. I'm still suing Trey. That's not even debatable. That's easy money. Why would I not take the easy money? I got guaranteed money off of that. I will be taking it. Oh, you guys are pathetic. Coming in here talking shit. Coming in here talking shit. Dober Mamba says, I don't judge people. Jay-Z says, judge a man when he's down and not when he's up. Ivan Crypto says, keep the fire burning, baby. We about to cook steaks. Oh, my girl cooked some great steaks last night. I was in school, and during the middle break of my 3-hour school, she brought some steak and potatoes, and it was delicious. All the protein. Protein. Da, 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 da. Tony King is judging Ashley right now. Holy shit. You gonna take care of that, Ashley? Or do you want me to take care of that? Why is Tony so mad at Ashley? What did Ashley do to Tony? Did Ashley turn Tony down? Did you not let him take you to dinner, Ashley? Why'd you not let him take you to dinner? That was mean. He was going to pay for dinner and everything. He wasn't even going to ask you to go Dutch. Oh, Ashley can't see it. But Tony King says Ashley Kichi is a fat bitch. Tony King says Ashley is an ugly bitch. I will be sure to ban him from our channel because we know that's not true. Ashley might not get no love from Demetrius, but we definitely know that Demetrius thought Ashley was pretty. In Demetrius we trust. In Demetrius we trust. MB for wreck. Yo, yo, yo. A-Rod93 says, Tony, where's your picture at? It's always fun to see people talking shit that won't actually put their money where their mouth is or show up or put their own picture up or go box somebody or go fight somebody. It's always funny to see the people that love to talk but never fucking do nothing. I banned him now. Now nobody can see him, but he was here. He was most certainly here. I'd rather be fat and ugly than broke, says Ashley. Ooh, shots fired. Tony King broke bitch. Oh, that's funny. I mean, so Anonymous says, anyone who has time to talk trash on the internet wasn't loved as a child. I promise you people, I was very much loved as a child. And I promise you people, you guys have never seen someone talk more crap on the internet than me. Like, I'm the guy who writes the essays of why people are punk-ass bitches. I'm the guy who writes essays of why Democrats are horrible on Facebook. I'm the guy who will like have any conversation, however deep you want to have it, and let no comment go unsaid, you know? And so, like, basically, everyone been calling me a keyboard warrior for like a decade. And it's like, in real life, I say the same shit. Like, but everyone thinks that I don't go or leave the house or some shit. And so, I don't know. It's just, whenever someone knew me from the internet and then they meet me in real life, they're like, damn, dude, I didn't know you were a real person. You always just seem so angry and fake and like a kid almost. It's like, shut up. I'm just take life more serious than the rest of you all. You guys just don't know how to take life serious. No, Reddit's down for everyone, people. Reddit is down for me as well. There's a couple people saying they got access to some of Reddit, but not all of it, and definitely not Super Stonk. But Reddit's 100% down for me. We are almost to the power hour, people. We are almost to the power hour. I like Uncle Lou. Lou versus Wall Street. Lou's a good guy. I don't think he calls himself Uncle Lou, but Lou versus Wall Street, he's a cool guy for sure. He ain't scared to he don't sugarcoat none of the bullshit. He's like not willing to offend. Like, I've already seen things that he said that I don't necessarily agree with, but like I can tell he comes from a really good place, and I like what I hear. And I think he's good people, and I think he's good for the movement, and I think it can only help that he is on our team. Lou versus Wall Street is a big old New Yorker guy, and he just likes to tell jokes and keep people calm and relax the nerves and make you guys feel good about the diamond handing shit that you're doing already. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely seen some of his stuff where, like, he likes to get a little edgy for sure. He likes to get edgy for sure. Like, he does it, and people like him for it. I do it, and people hate me for it. Like, we definitely don't do it the same. You say we're alike, but, like, we're kind of the opposites of the same coin, right? Like, we do the same things, but, like, he's got a different charisma about it. Let's see. Ashley's telling me I'm stronger than I think when I'm telling people I'm Jesus. Can you really think you're any stronger? Ashley, I got this, I promise. I know how strong I is. Like, I truly think I will be knocking out McGregor one day. In the next 12 months, I think I'll have my fight, and I will knock out McGregor. Every month, I will be fighting at least one fight from here on out. Well, it probably might be not for 2 months for my first fight, because, like, basically I'm going to go down to this gym next week, or this weekend, and then ask him about what it takes to schedule a fight. And I imagine they'll want me to see me, like, train for a month before I schedule a fight. So I imagine my first fight will be like 2 months from now. That's weird that Matt Kors would time you out for saying you can't access Reddit in Canada. I got no idea why he would do that. Is Reddit still down? People, Reddit is still down. That is a long downtime for a fucking billion-dollar business. That is a huge amount of downtime for a billion-dollar business. OJT, I've accidentally banned people from my chat and stuff, clicking on a different thing and accidentally hitting the wrong one and banning the wrong people. So it could have been an accident. Or maybe they just talked about it a lot and his chat got flooded with Reddit's down and he got sick of talking about it or something. Ashley, I did look up the Dr. Dabber thing. I just got no money. I need money. I'm broke. But I don't want you guys to send me money unless you make money. So make money first. Go buy the $175 GME. It's going to print. It's going to print so much fucking money. I already know it. I already know it. GME just broke 160, people. Almost to green. 1% till it hits green. Alright guys, I'm going to go walk my dog for a little bit. I'll be back. Make some money, OJT. Make some money. We cash out the calls once they hit at the money. You cash out your 175 once they hit at the money. You do not hold them. You cash them. If you still feel bullish, buy stock. Buy stock or deeper out of the money options with good theta. Do not carry an option into the money if you bought it out of the money, deep out of the money. Ashley, I looked it up. I'm gonna buy it one day when I get some monies, but I can't afford it right now. I will buy it, I promise. Alrighty. Alright, folks. I'll be right back. And it is the power of the hour. Who's feeling that power? Somebody's trying to be like, oh, God, Bill, you were right. It bounced off 905 and it's at 926 for AMC right now. But it's like, was I right? I mean, I said that tomorrow's probably going to be a red day for AMC. So if it's already bouncing, then, I mean, I guess I kind of said that I thought it was going to be between 9 and 850. But, like, honestly, people, like, it could still be red tomorrow. Like, don't get your hopes too high yet. Like, if that's going to crush you tomorrow, then don't fucking say that it's bouncing right now. Because I still think it could be red tomorrow. But we got 1 hour till close, people. Like, honestly, people, if you haven't played the trampoline already, maybe you don't even want to play this trampoline right now. Maybe if you're not 100% sure and you're waiting and you're thinking and you're not sure what you want to do, maybe you shouldn't play this one and see one more trampoline bounce and see if they got any more tricks up their sleeves. Because right now it feels bulletproof, right? It looks bulletproof. If you play the 2023s, it is bulletproof. But when I go play the 1 month options, like in my portfolio, I'm doing the June 4th expirations, right? So that feels bulletproof to me. Just based off the last trampoline bounce, when we missed it by 1 day, when I timed the thing a week early and I bought in a week early and it went lower after I bought in, if this is the trampoline bounce and you do a month from now and it is the bounce, like there's no way they can stall it for a month. Especially not when we're talking about $1 or $2. We're talking about the $9 strike or the $10 strike on AMC, right? Like, how are they going to stall that? How are they going to stall that for 30 days? And if you make 50% ROI because it's short to expiration, that sounds like money. But if you don't feel good about it, then go to the 2022s or the 2023s and make a 5 to 10% ROI of your total account balance. If you got 100 grand, go make that easy 5 to 10 grand right now. Scalp that 5 to 10 grand. Why not? Why would you not scalp that 5 to 10 grand? You know it's coming. 2022, 2023, you cannot lose. Scalp the fucking money, retards. The more you guys start scalping the money, the faster we're going to squeeze. Because the more they realize that retail's making money, the faster they're going to like just say, we got to do something else. This ain't working no more. They figured out a way around it. They will not let it keep going if you guys are making too much money. So that's why I'm telling you guys about it. Because I need the money. Like, I just want the squeeze to happen. I want to go to the next phase already. I'm sick of this fucking phase of people watching stock prices. Oh, man. Is Reddit back up? Reddit's back, people. Reddit is back. Holy moly, you guys see this right here? Stockhawk Bosman at Bosman Hawk on Twitter says, confirmed from Bloomberg Terminal today, 98% buy, 2% sell. Apes need to know that we are all holding through the storm. AMC squeeze, hodl, strong together. Holy shit. That's from yesterday. That's from last night. That's amazing. It's amazing, people. Holy shit, look at that. That's interesting looking right there, people. Oh, man, is this another fake? Is it a fake out again, or is this the real deal? We've seen this before, people. Well, sometimes they fake it out, and sometimes it's a payday. But if you bet on a month, there's no way they can fake it out for a month. There's no way they can fake it, like, not the $11 strike, not the $10 strike. They can't do that for a month, people. Holy moly. We are in the power hour, people. We are in the power hour. GME sitting at a smooth 160. Wow, record low volume again. Another record low volume day for GME. AMC almost back to 930. Guys, my AMC low is still 850. We never bounce midday. We never bounce midday unless it's a lot of volume. We always bounce at the open of a day. It's always at open. So I think AMC is going to find a new low. I think GME might even find its... Where was its low? Of 151? I don't know if it gets that low again, but I wouldn't suspect it to go up before the end of the day. I really wouldn't. I think we'll see the low by the end of the day on AMC. I really do. And then I think they'll hit us one more day tomorrow, and then I think we'll bounce after that. They might be able to trade sideways for a couple days and delay the bounce for a couple days, but up to 2 weeks or whatever they did last time. But my money's on, I mean, I shouldn't say my money because I'm broke right now, but I would say the June-04 expiration, $10 AMC, $11 AMC, $9 AMC strikes are all going to print big money. Cash them out at the money or earlier. Don't get greedy on them. Cash them out. Wait for it to consolidate back down. Buy back in and play the trampoline over and over and over again. It's a very simple strategy. All you're looking to do is make 10 to 50% every time it moves from $10 to $8 or $10 to $12. And every time it moves back, you want to make another 10%. And just every single time it moves, you make a little bit of money while having your majority position or half of your position super long and just buying stock or just buying deep out of the money, high theta options. And then playing this 10% winnings every single chance you get, and whether it's 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks on average, if they drag this out for the next 6 months, you have doubled, tripled, quadrupled your money and increased what you're investing throughout the entire period in all the buckets. And so every time you make money, your 10% that you're winning is actually increasing over time. God, man. Pennies, people. I'm scraping pennies together. I got a guy that's going to talk to me this weekend, and I talked to him about a year ago where I tried to teach him options, and the idea was that he had $100,000 to $200,000 in cash he could loan me for a little bit, and like that's back. It was probably 2 years ago. It was back when I still was part of my roofing company. So he's like, how are you going to give me this money back? Like, what's your collateral type thing? And it's like, well, I got this business. We bring in decent money, all this other stuff, right? Like, I don't exactly have the cash, obviously. I wouldn't be asking for you for it if I had it. But, like, if you look at my income and all this stuff, like, I make money. And so we were talking about it, but, like, when I was trying to teach him the options part, like, I didn't want him giving me the money unless he knew what I was going to do with it. And, like, he was in it with me, right? Like, almost like a partner that was doing the research with me, just because I didn't want to lose his money and, like, him hate me for it. So he had to know what I was doing in order for me to take his money. But we never just really, like, we couldn't get there. And it was just a little bit too complicated. I wasn't good enough at explaining everything yet. And so we just kind of stopped talking about it. And then I hit him up in February 1st and told him that I was getting into GameStop and AMC. And I mean, had he invested with me, obviously he would have made a fortune. Like, I would have had way more in options had he given me some money back then, and we would have made a fortune. And I just started talking to him now, and he's asking how he invested with me, what would his portfolio look like, and I was like, well, it depends. If you bought the stock with me originally and you're just still holding stock, you'd be a rich man, be up 300-400% of what you invested. But if you went all the way with me, then you'd probably be broke with me, right? Because I'm broke right now. Now I need some money, and I got like a new plan that's basically guaranteed. And he's like, why is it guaranteed? And I started explaining, and then I sent him the video and all this other stuff. And now we're meeting on Friday or Saturday or Sunday. So I might be pulling in a 50 to 100K or so. We'll see what happens. Corey Vanulars, does anybody know when the Zoom shareholder meeting is for AMC? I want to see if he will release the share count. Corey Vanular, he got moved back a month. They pushed it back like 3 weeks, bro. It's not today anymore. They pushed it back. Let the informer call 911. Vatrol says AMC will never drop below 801 ever. Love you, dude. Been holding 30K since early Feb at $7. Didn't sell it at 14. Won't ever till it rockets. Very cool, brother. Yeah, I mean, I think the bottom is probably 850, honestly. So your 801 like is more conservative than mine, and yeah, I totally agree with you. Corey Vanular is a little pissed off that they moved the meeting back. We don't like fuckery. Like what? Like they would only move the meeting back if it could benefit them in some way. They would never move it back if it could benefit us. So that's total fuckery. I wish the meeting would just be done and over with. But no, they moved it back 3 weeks. Ashley, you ain't getting in, fool. You ain't getting in. We ain't picking up nobody at $7. Sorry. We ready to get paid right now. We hungry. We so hungry. We need some bananas right now. Ashley says $7 just for 1 second. A flash crash like when GME dropped to 120 that one time and then instantly went back to 180. And all those people got rocked that had like limit orders in place or stop losses in place. That's what Ashley's waiting for because she's got a big limit order ready to go at $7 right now. $5 average price for AMC. That's a pretty good price to get in. I like it. I like it a lot. That's funny, Ivan Crypto. That's funny. I bought in originally on AMC at 13 on like February 1st, which would have been a Monday or Tuesday. And then I bought in first on GameStop, I think at 170. And I started with 100 shares of GameStop and 1,000 shares of AMC. By February 19th, I had averaged down to an average of GameStop at like 55 for a total of 1,000 shares. And then I averaged down in AMC to a total of like 680 for 10,000 shares. And then that next week, February, is when I turned that $10,000 in options into $1 million. So it's hard for me to respect my stock trade that made a lot of money. Like, had I only been in stocks, I would have felt so great about it, and I probably wouldn't have YOLO'd nothing after that, right? Like, I would have cashed some profits out, whatever. But because I turned 10,000 into a million at the same time that I fucking lost, I turned 100,000 into 60,000, averaged down into AMC and GME, and then turned it all back into 250,000. It was a beautiful moment, but like I don't think I truly appreciated it because the options was just so blinding to me. Like all I could focus on was the $3,000 to $500,000 was like just blowing my mind, and I needed more of it. You know. Damn, GameStop's fucking frozen right now. Just not moving. AMC chilling at 926, 927 almost. NASDAQ still down 2.33%. Joe Biden talking online right now like a retard. Talking about COVID still. Yeah. GameStop and AMC, like February to the end of February was the first time I learned about averaging down. So if you ever find a volatile stock that's just crashing that you actually believe in, average down in that sucker for 10 days and you will make a bloody fortune. Break your investments up into 10 different investments. Only invest if it goes down even lower to your next spots. If you get all 10 investments in there, you are about to make a bloody fucking fortune. Averaging down is where it's at. Averaging up after you already made a fortune. Anyone that like averaged down in February and then made money and has bought in more since then, that is not considered averaging up. The situation has changed. You as an investor has taken in new information, and buying at new higher prices now was because you saw the trampoline, you saw the technical analysis, you're fighting the hedgies, you're literally fighting a war. So anyone trying to like talk shit on averaging up is retarded because they don't understand real world. Averaging up is totally an okay thing to do. It makes perfect sense, and it's a real thing, and there's nothing wrong with it as far as the investing solution goes. Anyone that thinks averaging up is always a bad thing has never made real money. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. That person is way too passive to ever make real money. He made $7 million. Yeah, but what they didn't tell you is that they're making $500,000 a year and saving $250K of it, and then paying $100,000 in taxes, and then or $150,000 in taxes, and living off $100,000. And that they've really just been investing in the S&P 500 for fucking 20 years, and they've actually saved $3 million and made $6 million out of their $10 million. Yeah, what a great trader. Best investor I've ever heard of. Holy shit. Guys, you need to understand the difference between an investor, a trader, and a retirement planner. They're not all equal. And sometimes you'll get retirement planners that talk like they're fucking traders and act like they know shit because they invest in the S&P 500 and they heard Warren Buffett or they fucking read a fucking book or some stupid shit. They don't know fucking shit except for what they're invested in. And they just know that it's safe and secure and they think it makes them smart. That doesn't make you smart. Anyone does that. Everyone does that. The average person that's not a total fucking retard does that already. So you literally are average by saying that. You are just letting the world know you are average. Look at me. I'm average. Look at me, everybody. I do the average safest thing every time, and I always get something that's okay, and I never really lose, and I never really feel my emotions. Look at me, guys. I'm average. Like, who wants to hold that sign? Not me. Not me. I love that I'm the bottle rocket. I love that I get the highest highs and the lowest lows because I fucking know what life's about. I actually experienced it. I don't gotta take nobody's word for it no more. I can sense the bullshit now, instantly. Trades Here Trade says, people, I'm guessing bots, are commenting on my videos in mass amounts about switching brokers to @Robinhood app out of nowhere today. I want to reiterate that Robinhood is absolute trash, and I wouldn't recommend those thieves to anybody. Don't fall for bot BS. I mean, I appreciate the sentiment. I really do. Like anyone else, and I'd be like, hell yeah. But, like, he's pushing Weeble, and he makes a fat fucking stack off of it, and they were on the fucking China list. I don't vibe well with it. If it was anybody else, I could vibe well with it, especially if they didn't have Weeble, if they had Vanguard or something, and they were, like, truly principled in what they said, everything they said. Like, I could have some respect for it, but the fact that he's with Weeble and acting like he's doing something much better, Weeble halted the fucking stocks too, people. I don't know if it was Weeble, but I know, like, TD Ameritrade, I know there was, like, a dozen of them at least. At least. E-Trade didn't halt the stocks except for when the Fed halted the stocks, but that's different. If E-Trade would have halted my fucking stocks, I would have been gone so quick. I can't believe people fucking stayed when they got halted. I would have been gone with the quickness. But I get it, because a lot of people stayed for a while just because they were scared that the squeeze was going to happen in between. That makes sense. That's pretty amazing, Ashley. Good job on your trading. Did you start in 2020? That's some amazing ROI, though. $300 to 10 grand. That is impressive. $10 can go a long way. I turned 10 grand into $1 million in 2 days. I turned 10 grand into $1 million in 2 days. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure I made the highest ROI on Rocket out of anybody in the world. I made 35x on Rocket in 1 day when it went up that 70%, 80% or whatever. I made 70% ROI. Or no, 35x. So 3,500% ROI. Yes, 3,500% ROI, which is 35x. I think the day before, because I think there was a run-up the day before, I think somebody could have made more X's on that one because the options were even cheaper back then. But I don't know if anyone was playing the options, honestly. At least not any retailers. That's crazy. Ashley made all of her 300 into 10K off Rocket Mortgage and other bullshit. That's amazing. Nice, Batrul. Nice. That's the thing, everybody. The reason I didn't go all in the market earlier was because the whole world had me convinced included that the stock price had something to do with the company. I was never worried about the volume and all this other stuff. Like, I never wanted to even go look at it because I didn't want to go look at all the earning statements and all the company stuff. But if I would have known it was just about the trading, the timing, the volume, and all that bullshit, holy shit, I would have gotten into trading so long ago. If I would have known that the fucking fundamentals of a stock is total fucking fabrication bullshit and they just tell this story to make everyone feel stupid and act like they got power over stuff, if I would have fucking known it was as bad as it was, I would have gotten this way long ago. Way long ago. I don't know what 3 a.m. 500% ECR or more means. I only trade stocks. I don't trade on any other platforms, and I only trade between market hours. I never trade after hours or pre-market hours. AMC just hit 930, people. That's kind of cool. Tesla's at 666. GME at 160.15. Bad Troll says, I have so many blue chip stocks, and they're all down huge. Think AMC and GME are the way to go. You're not going to get any arguments from my chat, man. I got a huge put bet against Tesla. I think Tesla's going all the way down. Personally, I think to zero, but I bet on the $22 strike. So I would stay away from blue chip stocks because I think the average market's going to fall about 50%. I think maybe even 75% might be the average. Because a lot of companies I think are going to go out of business. I wouldn't count on RKT coming back. It was pushed way too much by the TV stations for it to be coming back, in my opinion. Like, I only went in because I saw how hard Kramer was pushing it. Like, 3 times in the same day on 3 different shows. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna fucking play this shit. And I played $1,000 and I made $35,000. A lot more buying than selling on AMC from retail today. All the negative numbers are coming from the OTC. They're diluting people, but we're fighting strong. We're still buying. We're still buying. Shelby Does Gaming says Bears are fooked. Then you realize who's president. So does that mean we fooked too? The country goes down, we don't got a good president to save us. I don't think we need nobody to save us. I think we can save ourselves. I'm feeling pretty bullish on humanity right now. How do I bet on humanity right now? How do I bet against the Democrats right now? I'm feeling pretty bullish on humanity. Pretty anti-government right now. Anybody else feeling good about humanity? Thoughts on Aaron moving the meeting date? It sounds like fuckery to me. It sounds like they're going to bring up a surprise vote for everybody to try to vote on one more time. And it sounds like whatever they bring up in the next 2 weeks to vote on, it'll probably be in the next week. Whatever they bring up, you guys better vote fucking no. Unless it's a recall, you guys better fucking vote no. Unless he's a real fucking ape that says, let's recall the stock, people, and get a real count, and we need to vote on it and ask everyone to vote. That's the only thing I will respect the man for. Anything else, and I'm going to claim it's fuckery. I'm going to claim it's hardcore fuckery. Timbertherm Innovations says, do you have any info on silver short selling? People believe silver is manipulated on paper side to hold down physical price. JP Morgan owns all the physical silver. Possible puts on JP Morgan. I don't know nothing about that world, bro. I don't even want to speculate. Shelby Does Gaming says, I have calls on humanity. Then I realize Emily, a cab at my school, cries every time I say retard. Timbertherm Innovation says JP Morgan has like 633 million ounces that are shorted like 500%. That's pretty wild. I don't know what that means, but that sounds wild. I don't understand what shorting silver even means, honestly. I guess I do. It's the same as a stock. but I don't like betting against a short unless I'm betting against the option short interest. Because short interest can come in two forms. You can sell a stock and it's short interest, or you can trade options and it's short interest. And the option short interest is a lot more dangerous than the stock short interest. Damn it. You guys got me all fucked up. We got 32 minutes. 32 minutes till close. God, I didn't even feel like you got a hit. Ugh. 9315 for AMC. Ow, my ribs. Everything in my like chest area is sore right now. It's like my muscles. I think it's more from swinging than getting punched. Like one spot's from getting punched for sure. But the rest of it, I think, is just like, it's the same how I'd feel if I just got done with wrestling or something. Baby Jesus says AMC will moon after hours. I'm calling it. I sure hope so. I sure fucking hope so. I'm so ready for this game to be over. Let's go to the next phase, people. Let's go to the next phase. What up, Jay-Z? I think I'm out of wax. Or dab, or whatever you fucking call it. That's empty. Uh-oh. Oh no, I got one little bit left. Let's see if there's anything in here. Jay-Z, I don't communicate very well on that Facebook Godpill channel. I don't use it ever. And so when it asks me to use it, like it starts fucking up my phone. So if you want to add me as a friend on Facebook, that'd probably be better. Like my real account. And then just talk to me on my real account if you want to talk on there. But I prefer that we don't talk on that Godpill channel on the Facebook. I am running dry on the ganja. Very, very dry on the ganja. I need to go buy, reload. Reload. Ashley, calm down about my fiance, fool. About to be your fiance. Corey Vanular says, is it legal in Arizona? It just became legal like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, shortly after the election. We voted to legalize marijuana, and they only took like 2 or 3 weeks to make it happen. It was actually pretty cool. Ashley's getting all types of crazy ideas now. We had 931 on AMC, 15981 on GME. Corey Vanular says, in my town, we have 6 weed stores now in Canada. They are like Apple stores with lots of employees. Yeah, that's how all the weed stores are for sure. I don't really like the weed stores in Arizona. All the weed stores I've been to in other places, like the people that work there are like actual stoners that know all the shit about the weed and like were growing shit in their fucking basement when they were 14 and shit. Where like in Arizona, it's all a bunch of white freaking female Democrats that want to yell at you about masks. I'm not exaggerating that in the slightest either. Not even in the slightest. Like they're proud about it. Like they're like They will gladly kick you the fuck out if you even slightly talk back about the mask mandate. And the Arizona doesn't even have a mask mandate anymore, but they're still mandating it. And they're so proud of it. It's so gross. It's so gross. Like, I'll be honest, I hate shopping for weed in Arizona. There's one shop I found so far that's kind of cool and laid back, but the rest of them are pretty fucking gay. Pretty fucking gay. One of them told me to come, like, the fucking thing, like, I was, like, we were talking, I was looking at the weed, and, like, when I wear my mask, a lot of times it'll fog my glasses, and so I fucking pull it below my nose, and me and him are talking, and a girl that's fucking serving the person next to us, fucking looks at me and yells at me and fucking says, put your mask over your nose, and I'm like, I'm about to leave here, like, let me fucking read this shit, my glasses were fogging up, and she just unloads, goes nuclear on me, and I'm like, well, bitch, whatever, I'm not coming back here. And so I give him the money, and they let me buy it still, and I walk out, and she said, good, don't come back. Like, fuck these people, man. Fuck these fucking Nazi-ass, bitch-ass white bitches. Little fucking white bitch cunt Democrats can't wait to yell at me about wearing a fucking mask. Shut the fuck up, you dumb bitches. Oh, man. They be doubling the masks. Oh, they're so dumb and pathetic. That's so gross that Matt Kors was telling people he has over 4,200 shares because he owns 42 contracts of AMC. That is so pathetic. Matt Kors, grow the fuck up, bro. Be an investor or don't. Like, choose between one. Like, he's so desperate to be a YouTuber, but he doesn't know how to be one without fucking being a trader. But he's not a real trader, and so nothing fucking happens. Ugh, I can't stand that stuff. Trey's even worse. Trey's the ultimate sin of that. Trey's the guy who's making fortunes off of this bullshit and fucking still doesn't invest any of it. Unbelievable. Vitrul says everyone is BS. I got over 5K shares. Vitrul, I had way more than that. I didn't cash out until after we won, and I knew that anyone invested, like, already won. Basically, February 24th was when I felt comfortable selling my shares for options. And ain't nobody was more bullish on AMC or GME than me in the last 3 months. I'm talking net dollar amount and net call option amount. Nobody owned more call option contracts than I did between GME and AMC over the last 3 months. I really don't think so. I lost $1 million trading them. So, yeah. And I let lots and lots of... we're talking tens of thousands of contracts I expired through expiration days. Tens of thousands of contracts. And the only reason I didn't get paid most of the time was because they fucking halted the stocks. They halted the stocks. But it's okay. We got plans to beat them now. You guys are all about to get paid. My family still got some money invested, so maybe I'll get a little more firing power if they get paid some money. I'm sure I'm going to get some firing power here some way. One way or another, I think in the next week I'll have another 100,000 to invest. We'll see what happens. Maybe not. Maybe I mind. Maybe I won't get any money until I knock Jake Paul out. Maybe that'll be my first million. Or my next million. I shouldn't say my first million since I've already had a couple million a couple times. But I will say my next million will be when I knock Jake Paul out. That'd be cool. AMC at 940, people. It hit low as 905 today, and now it's at 940. That's a pretty good bounce. That's a pretty good bounce. That is not too shabby. Jay-Z says, what inspired you to want to start fighting, God Pill? What inspired me to want to start fighting? I've been talking shit for a long time, right? Like on Facebook, on YouTube. Everyone's telling me I can't fight and that I'm just a little bitch. And so I figured, let's go find out. And I've definitely found out already I'm not no bitch. Like, if these were street fights that I were fighting these kids in and I was able to wrestle also, I probably haven't lost a fight yet. Like, they definitely got me in boxing right now, but, like, I ain't never traded punches with anybody in my whole life. Like, I always wrestled if I got in a fight, and I just kind of held them on the ground until they were done trying to fight me. Like, they knew I could hurt them, but I didn't want to hurt them, and, like, that's how I handled every fight, like, the couple of fights I've been in my life. But, like, I was always sure that I could do it if I wanted to, and I just never had that energy, but now I just got fucking energy to do whatever, like, is the most popular thing in the world, that's what I want to do. And there's only two answers I come up with, and that's soccer and boxing, and boxing's an individual sport, and I'm trying to show that I am the individual, so I feel like there's no better platform to tell the world that I'm the best than going and knocking everybody out real quick. Corey Vanular says only $1.71 to go till an even par on AMC. That means you should be buying more, Corey. That means it's time to buy. Bring that 171 down to $1. Yeah, I mean, you guys got to understand, I can barely run a fucking 8-minute mile if I tried to kill myself right now. Like, in 2 months from now, I'm going to be able to run a 5-minute mile, no problem. I promise. And so, like, when you actually put some muscle on my bones and you actually put some energy in my body behind the God energy I already got hiding inside me, like, I'm going to fuck some people up. Like, I can't punch softer than I'm punching right now. It hurts my shoulders to throw punches. Like, this last 3 days, my shoulder's just been in aching pain, and I know it's just from throwing those punches. But, like, 2 months from now, I'm going to be throwing twice as hard punches, and it's only going to feel better and not hurting, and it's going to hurt the other person. Like, oh, man, you guys got no idea what's coming. Corey Vanular says, add a powder till tomorrow. Very good, very good. I'm going to knock some people out, fools. I promise. I promise. AMC at 942. GME at 161 almost. Less than 1% down on the day. 161 on GME. 161 rum, pineapple juice. 151. You guys ever have a 252? It's 151 and 101. 101 wild turkey, 151 rum, I think. But yeah, that shit fucked me up one time in Colorado. I ain't never thrown up from alcohol poisoning worse than that night. I can remember how bad it was. AMC 9425. Well, down less than 3% on the day. GME 161.13. Yeah, I mean, I've rolled around in jiu-jitsu, especially back when I was younger. I was like 125 pounds, and there's this kid who in Arizona, like, goes and wins the national championships, and he's like a couple years younger than me, and I rolled around with him quite a bit, and I probably had 10 pounds on him at the time, maybe 15 pounds on him, and I mean, I didn't know anything, and so I'd kind of just hold him until I tried to do something stupid, and then he would kind of, like, he'd get me in a super good tight hold, and I'd have to tap. Like, he was really good. I'm not exaggerating. Like, he didn't like punching and kicking and stuff. Like, he didn't like taking the punch. But jiu-jitsu, he was world class. And I was just as strong as he was. He couldn't, like, if I wanted to just stall out, there was nothing he could do. And so I knew I was just a little bit of training away from being able to beat on him. And if I could beat on him, and I like the boxing part of it, and I want to throw hands with somebody, like, and I got the wrestling base to go with all of it, and, like, if I want to take you down, I could probably take you down. like, people are gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna walk through the boxing world and the UFC world. I want both. I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. Like, no joke, I might fight John Jones someday. I like the idea of going up weight classes to show that I'm badder than the baddest people they think are the baddest people on the planet. Like, I want to prove I'm the baddest man on the planet, not baddest man pound for pound. I'm the baddest man on the planet. I really think that's what I'm going to do. I really think that's what I'm destined to do. And then, after I do it, the UFC is going to see dozens of people come through and just wreck everybody. After they see how I do it, people are going to copy me, and they are going to wreck everybody. And there's going to be a new evolution of people. And people are going to learn how to fight with the God power. Don't look now. AMC is only going up. Guys, if you have not seen my new strategy, I'm going to go over it with you one more time. You need to understand this new strategy. It makes you, it basically sets you up perfectly, so if a squeeze happens, you make more than anybody else. And if a squeeze doesn't happen, you are making money every single week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, however long it takes to go from $10 to $12 and then back to $10 or $10 to $8 and then back to $10. And basically what you're going to do is, all right, and I say $10 and $12, right? I'm exaggerating. That's only if you're doing 2023 options or 2022 options. And then if you're shooting for anywhere from 10 to 20 to 30% on your money, depending on which one you're playing. But if you read the title of this video, it says the June 4th expiration, and it says the $10 strike, I think, and the $11 strike, and then for GME it says the $175 strike. That is because I believe the trampoline bounce for GME is around $150, and I believe the trampoline bounce for AMC is around $9, maybe $8.50. And so AMC's already touched $9 today, and it's up to $9.40. So potentially that may have already been the trampoline bounce. We will see tomorrow. But basically, what I'm looking at right now is, if you bet on the June 4th option for a $10 strike and AMC hits $10 in the next 15 trading days, you will make 50% of whatever you invested. So, like, I'm just telling you, if I had $100,000 right now, I'd have at least $20,000 on that. If I had $10,000 right now, I'd have at least $2,000 on that. And so here's the deal, though. So that's for the trampoline bounce. Because I feel like the prices are at their bottoms right now, it's hard to illustrate the exact strategy that I'm talking about. But basically, the strategy that you're going to take after you cash out the 50% profit when you hit $10 on AMC, what you're going to do is you're going to cash out the profits on the AMC, and then you're going to set up a put on the AMC for June 4th again. Let's say this hits tomorrow, right? It goes to $10 tomorrow. I'm going to cash out my $10 strike for AMC. Then I'm going to buy my $12 strike on AMC for if it goes up more on June 4th, and then I'm going to buy my $8 or my $8 put on AMC for June 4th in case it goes down. If it goes down to the $8, I'm going to make, let's just say I put $20,000 into there, I'm going to make 10 grand or so, right? I'm going to close out that $20,000 I put in the puts for $30,000 at $8. Now I'm going to come back in and put that $30,000 on the $10 strike on AMC again. It's going to go up 50%, and I'm going to take out that $30,000 at a profit of $45,000. And remember, I started all of this with $20,000. Now I come back and I buy the put, and I still have my $12 calls, and then I separate and I fund the money evenly. 50% of my money stays, all of my profits goes to the January 2022 strikes, and then the other 50% spreads out between the calls and the puts of the $12 strike and the $8 strike. And you just keep repeating and repeating and repeating. If you do this, you can make 10,000% on your money before the squeeze. If you do this, you can make 10,000% on your money before the squeeze. If this drags out for another 3 months, you'll make 10,000% on your money, people. And that's what I'm trying to, on Friday or Saturday, I should be talking to someone to try to raise $100,000 to explain this to them. And I think I'm gonna get it. I think I'm gonna get it. $12 minutes till close, people. 12 minutes till close. Tesla sitting exactly at 666 right now. I remember that being true when I got paid on GME back in February. The devil is marked by the number of the beast. Sean J., that is so pathetic. The Kamala Harris organization is so pathetic. Tesla does get subsidized, but that won't save him forever. The inflation will knock that crap out. We got 9 minutes till close, people. 9 minutes. GME sitting at 160.21, down $2 on the day. AMC sitting at 9.39, down 32 cents on the day. Nice. AMC is releasing a movie called Moas. I'll have to go check it out after the market closes. I'm just going to hang out till the market closes. I'll stay with you guys till the market closes. Corey Vanulars has just dropped $75 on AMC. Very nice. Every dollar helps. Vatrul says, if you're invested in GME and AMC, this price action makes no difference. Just wait for the squeeze. Ashley says, God, it was a joke. LOL. Moas, mother of all squeezes. I know what Moas is. I didn't know it was a joke, though. Why wouldn't, I thought they made a documentary called Moas. Why wouldn't they? That's what I would do. That's what I would call it. I believed it. I guess it was a joke, though. People got jokes. It looks like the market's still recovering. The Nasdaq's recovering slightly, but AMC is not. GME is not. As everything else recovers slightly, like Tesla's up to 672. Everything's starting to recover slightly. Riot's recovering slightly. But AMC and GME are still being held down. So everything else is recovering while they are being held down. That looks like positive news to me, people. I like to see us separated from them. And so when I see the rest of the market move in a direction and then I see our prices stay down, stuff like that makes me very bullish. Very, very bullish. When I see that they go up 3% and we go up 3% with them, that stuff's like, that just means like we're too attached to break away. But when I see we're doing the opposite movement, it makes me bullish, people. It really does. Holy shit, I can't wait for the few whales that fucking took my advice and are about to make 50% on their money in the next week or two. I cannot wait till they come in and brag about the $500,000 profit because they bet $1 million on that fucking shit. I can't fucking wait for somebody to tell me that they made $500,000 because they bet $1 million on this shit. And they're going to bet the $1 million trampoline bounce and make 50% every motherfucking goddamn time. Come on! Where you at, whale? I need you in my chat right now. You better be in my chat right now. You better, like, I've bet way too hard, way too aggressive, way too confident for you to bitch out now. You got the fucking money. You could turn that $1 million traded on half AMC, half GME, and you could turn into literally $100 million before the fucking squeeze happens. Before the squeeze happens by collecting 10 to 50% every week. Come on, my mans, my peoples, my peoples. Go make that money. It's easy fucking money. It's guaranteed fucking money. What's the minimum amount you have to do to have this to do this strategy? It's not a lot, people. It's a very small amount. The minimum amount that you would need would be, oh man, honestly, I would probably do something like that. But here's the thing. So this is, if AMC was at $10 right now, this is exactly what I'd buy these three strategies. If AMC was at $10 right now, this is what I'd buy into. And when it hits $8, I basically break even. And it's because these made a couple $100 while these lost a couple $100. And so I basically break even, but now when it comes back to $10, that's where I make my money. So basically it's going to drop to $8, and I'm going to cash out the whole $928 that I only paid $700 for. And then I'm going to throw this $928 into a $10 call onto AMC. And so right now we're at the place where we may have already hit the bottom. I'd probably wait for tomorrow. If it goes to $10, just buy into what I'm showing you now. But if it doesn't go to $10 and it goes down tomorrow, then just buy in to the $10 strike only. Either the $9 strike or the $10 strike. And you're trying to cash this out as soon as it hits $10 by June 4th. And then when it does hit that, then you go back and you put half of the money on the $12 strike, half of the money on the $8 strike, and now you're just waiting for it to hit one or the other before you cash out the profits. You bet that it's going to go back to $10, and at any time if it squeezes, you have the $40 strikes to make you a fortune. Okay? You have the $40 strikes, which makes you more than what anyone would have made had they just invested in stock. Okay, with their money, if they took the same amount of money as you and just bought stock and it squoze to $40, you're making more than that person still. And so all you got to do is look at this and say, one contract of the $40 strike on 2022, two contracts of the $12 strike on, this is September. This isn't even, we're doing June, people. We're doing June, so this is going to be different. So it would be here, and then it would be here. Nice. That's very nice. That's very, very, very nice. This is what you're looking at for, people. This is what you're looking for. So it doesn't cost more than $300, $400, $500 is the minimum that you need to do this, people. And every $500 would be one contract for 2022, two contracts for 12, four contracts for $8. But right now, the only thing that you should have is one contract to 2022 because we're at the $8 bottom mark. If you want to buy the $12 strike right now, you can, but you're not cashing it out until it hits $12. So do half of your money on the $12 strike, half of your money on the $10 strike. When it gets to $10, cash out the $10 and then put the rest of that money on the put at $8. And then every time you start making profits from there, spread out the profits evenly between these three contracts. And every time you hit one of them and cash them out for a profit, you then bet on, like if I hit the $12 call and I cash it out, I then bet a $10 put that it's going back to $10 with some of the profits that I made from this call. And then when it goes back to $10, I cash that out, and then I come back into the $12 call, and then with all my profits, I split them up proportionally between all the three strikes. And these are the three strikes that you need to make it happen. With GME, the only difference would be that 175 is my middle ground, 150 is my bottom, and 200 is my top side. And then if you want to hedge for the squeeze, you can go out to like the September expiration for like an $800 strike. Does that make sense, everybody? And so right now, you could probably wait till tomorrow if you want to see if it drops a little bit more. Otherwise, wait to buy in at the middle. If it does go up to tomorrow and it goes up to $10 tomorrow, then you can wait to buy in, and then you can just come in and buy this straight up. And then once it's at $10, you don't care if it goes up to 12 or down to 8 because you know you're making money every single time from now on. And every time you buy into this, make sure you always buy the option that has at least a month to expiration. Never do less than a month to expiration. So, for example, tomorrow, if I end up buying in tomorrow, I'm going to start buying on the 11th of June instead of the 4th of June. I'll only do the 4th of June if I'm buying today. But tomorrow, I'd start buying on the 11th of June, and then once we hit the 11th of May, I'm going to start looking at the 18th of June. Once we hit the 18th of May, I'm going to start looking at the 17th of September, all the way until we hit the 17th of August. I hope that makes perfect fucking sense to all of you beautiful, dumb, smooth-brained apes. $500 is the minimum that you need. $500 is the minimum that you need. Ashley, fuck your Voyager link. I had a thing where it said anyone that I refer, I was going to get paid like something like $50 a referral. And I did like probably, I had like $1,300 that they owed me. And then they never fucking paid me. Fuck Voyager. They're a scam for sure. How could someone saying the God pill is going soft? Nobody is more bullish than the God pill. I'm prepared for the squeeze and to make money every motherfucking week until the squeeze. Anyone saying God pill gone soft is retarded. Fuck around. Ashley's not a shill. She just likes her crypto garbage. We won't judge her for it. We won't judge her for it. We decided to allow people to talk about crypto in the chat. As long as they're not asking me to fucking look at that kind of shit. The market closed, people. The NASDAQ healed even greater amount. AMC closed at 939. GME at 160. That's a beautiful thing, people. I feel like tomorrow could be a payday. We might have one more red day. Tomorrow might be a red day. But if it is, the next day will be green. You guys will be making some money. If tomorrow is red, I will probably cash out the 1,000, not the 1,000 I have, but at least a couple $100 that I have, and just bet on the absolute most aggressive option I can find, and try to make $10,000 to $50,000 with a couple $100. We'll see what tomorrow does, though. But if I can throw a couple $100 and try to make 10 grand and try to get back in the game, that would be pretty fucking cool. Matt would never fight the God Pill. I'm way bigger than he is. That's not a fair fight. Matt looks like he's about 5'6", 150 pounds. I'm 6 foot, 170 pounds. That's not a fair fight. Blank Blank says, it's a gummy smile. I'm not sure what that means. God Pill, did that girl ever interview with Crooked Eye, Crooked Teeth Boy? I'm not sure what that means either. What girl? Who are you people talking about? Yeah, Vitrul, if I would have hit those $12 AMC strike that one day, that I missed by one day, if I would have hit that, like, I don't know if I would have been good for AMC or GME. Obviously, I think I would have, but there's no doubt I would have got a lot of people watching me. I would have been having thousands of viewers watching me every single day. That was a big heartbreaker for sure. It was a big heartbreaker. Oh, no, of course he didn't do the interview. I sent a cease and desist. People don't fuck with that. Rich people never fuck with those. Of course they didn't do the interview. But I'm still filing my lawsuit. I'm just waiting to get back my document from the lawyers. They're going to rewrite the document, and I'm going to file that lawsuit. And then once I can get to depositions and subpoenas, I suspect I'll get a settlement offer. I don't think Trey will do a deposition with me. Exactly, Ryan Keefe. As soon as you think you made a profit on it. It's never too early to close it out, brother. Anything you close it out, when it goes back to the median, expect that as a profit. If it goes lower after you close it out and then goes to the median, you just know you would have made more money. I can't tell you where the trampoline's going to be at every single time, but like it's never too early to cash out a profit is all I'm saying. If you feel like you hit 10% and that's all you need and you calculated what you're going to make if you do 10% every single time, like then just shoot for your 10% number. But if it's got potential to make 50% and it's going to make 50% every time, why not capitalize on the 50%? And so you really just got to go to optionsprofitcalculator.com because we're trading at options so close to the money that's actually the prices you're seeing are going to be pretty accurate. So you shouldn't be too worried about what you're seeing on the page. Paul Ray says the God Pill versus everyone. I couldn't agree more. Well, the God Pill army at least versus everyone. Troy F says he doesn't know if I'd have thousands of people if I would have hit my $12 strikes on AMC, but I definitely have more than 65 people. You know what's sick, though, is there was a lot of people that lost money on the $11 and $12 strikes with me, and had we all hit, and our plan was to buy the AMC stock at the exact same freaking time, like the second it hits the $11, we're going to cash out and buy the stock, right? So it like would have had this crazy effect on the stock price, and we probably would have hit all of our other strikes as well, and that would have made millions and millions of dollars for just myself. And then I would have had 1 million people watching me the next day. I probably would have got 1 million subscribers in a week if I would have made $1 million in a day. Fuck, guys, we were so fucking close. So close to at least breaking even. Man, how much do you think I had them sweating, though? How much do you think I had them sweating? Like that whole fucking 2 weeks. How much do you think they were sweating fucking bullets? Oh my god. Anybody with like $50 to $100 million could have came in and just totally broke them if they wanted to. We didn't have a single fucking whale to follow DFE. Man, that was a wild, wild moment. That was a wild moment for this channel. And everyone thought it was going to break me. I bet you it was 99% of people thought it was going to break me. And it probably could have had fucking... Well, it wasn't going to break me. I definitely wasn't broken, but I definitely was about to be a little bit more humbled and try to change a little bit because of the Ryan situation. But then she totally misread the situation. Tried to take my good nature as a way of me admitting guilt and saying that I'm guilty of something rather than just accepting my good nature. And so now... her and Trey did that awful stuff, and it, like, since then, you guys basically haven't seen me miss a step, because, like, I know that I'm making money no matter what. So, yeah, Trey basically made it to where I didn't even have to miss a step, because money is easy in my life now. I don't care if I gotta wait a year for $1 million, I will get $1 million. Alright guys, the market's closed. I'll come back tomorrow. I tried to get on before the market opened. I think I got on a little bit late. No, maybe I got on before the market opened. I can't remember now. But I try to get on before the market opened. Like, I want to be here for you guys if something exciting's happening. Like, I want to be here just in case. But at the same time, I'm not, like, committing to being here every day, all day anymore. But I will try to be here the first hour, the last hour, and sometimes in between. And then some nights I will jump on as well if I got something to say. But if I ever got something to say, then I'm going to tell you guys. But I don't want to just get on here and talk about nothing all the time. So I'd rather stop doing 8 hours and start focusing on like 3 really good hours of stuff that I actually got something to say. So I hope you guys are enjoying that. And probably one more day of just taking in the protein, and we'll go see what my maxes are. And then we'll let my body heal for about a week, and then I'll start working out every day. And I'll start working certain muscle groups on certain calendars, and we'll create a calendar and a schedule and all that good stuff. Yeah, guys, I mean, Jay Zay just says, respect to you for throwing that millie back on the market and not cashing out. No one else would have done that. I mean, I cashed it out just enough to where my family's not starving. My girl's not starving. Life's pretty good right now. And I was able to go back in and show people that I really am willing to put my money where my mouth is on anything that I do or say. And that I really do have some real research beyond, like, I just knew the money would get people to watch. And I just wanted people to listen to my research and tell me if I was crazy or not. And I've already heard enough of the responses to know that what I'm doing is straight up legit, and that nobody else is doing what I'm doing. And so I'm going to keep doing it. I don't know what exactly I'm doing, but I'm going to keep doing it. That's all I know. Paul Ray says, are you boxing on Saturday? I will probably not box this Saturday. I will probably box the Saturday after that, but it won't be like that last one. Like, if I box, it'll be like the first one where I just go meet up with one guy, and I box one guy. It won't be a group thing. The group thing's going to be a monthly thing. They want to do it monthly. I don't know if you guys saw the kid that made the channel. He was boxing, and he boxed a fucking ton. Like, he got rocked a couple times, and he kept going. The guy in the camo shorts, he kept going and going and going. Even after I left, they had more fights. And he was boxing for 3 minutes at a time on some of them. So, he's a little bit banged up. I'm a little bit banged up. I could probably go this weekend, but he needs to take a break. And I totally agree with that. And he wants to do it monthly, so I support that. And I just hope next month I can go a lot more rounds like he went this month. So if you guys don't know, please come to this YouTube channel and like it and subscribe. It's in the description of my video. But what it's called is Street Leagues. It's called... What is it called? AZ Street Leagues. Street League. Boxing and MMA. And the link is in the title of the video. You just go here. Please subscribe to it. Give them a following. We're trying to get them 1,000 so they can monetize. So that they can do this without me. And that they can go live from their cell phone without me. That's what we're hoping to get to soon. And so if you guys could come here, like and subscribe to this place, come watch a couple of the fights. There's actually some good ones in here. Like there's some haymakers in this one right here. This is where he went for 3 minutes with the guy that I boxed, and he's 20 pounds lighter than I am. So there's a 50-pound weight difference here, guys. Like, this is a big fucking fight right here. Gage is a beast. Gage is a beast. Everyone should come and subscribe to this. This is Gage's channel. Everyone should come and subscribe to this channel. Ah, you guys suck. Jason Strong says, you weren't crazy, bro. You just missed the date. Your data and videos are legit and helpful. I've watched them all and appreciate it. Thank you, Jason Strong. I appreciate that. Jay says, I studied nutrition and health for a few years and trained MMA along with some bodybuilding. If you need any advice, hit me up. I'll send you info on anything. I've actually done a bodybuilding program myself. I went from 135 to 155. I had amazing gains every single, like I was going up 5 pounds in weight every single week. I don't plan on doing any bodybuilding, not yet at least. Right now, I just want to do conditioning strength. So I want to do push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, wall push-ups, running, lots of running, squat jumps, and jump rope, stuff like that. And I just want to get in a good enough shape where I can box a real boxing fight, maybe 5-minute rounds or something, and knock somebody out. That's all I want to get there first, and then I can start worrying about my muscle mass and all that good stuff. Ashley, you can push any channel on my YouTube you want, except for OnlyFans. Got him. Alright, did anyone subscribe? Nice, we got a subscriber. I appreciate that. Alright, guys. I will see you on the flip side. I might come back later tonight. I might come back tomorrow. I will try to be on before the market open tomorrow, though, just in case something exciting happens at market open. If the market crashes, it would be a good time to buy, in my opinion. If AMC and GME crashes, it would be a good time to buy. I did not mean the market is in everything else. I mean AMC and GME only. No OnlyFans yet. No OnlyFans yet. Something about our WSB, Wall Street Bets, Reddit, Flare. I don't know. All right, guys. We will talk later. Bye.